Well, Thursday morning, just a little bit left in the morning. Wanted to share finding things here on my kitchen counter. Um, yeah, well, I won't go into that topic about finding things, kitchen counter, corner of the floor. uh, yeah, anyway, I just got back a few minutes ago from my first real, on my bike ride. And it reminds me of, again, yesterday's swimming, today's bike ride, about the experience of life and whether I choose to live it bouncing across the surface or going what I would call deeper into my life and my life experience. So, yeah, I mean, this could be a 30-minute talk. I'll try and either make it smaller bites or make it a little shorter in general. But some 4 or 5, 6, 7 days ago, Katya said, "What's going on with your windshield?" And I didn't see what she was talking about. And I thought, I don't know what she sees. But it took me a day or two to look just over my sat nav on my windshield, and there was a crack, and at the edge of the crack was a stone chip. And so I don't know when I came up here or some other time while I was up here, I caught a stone on my windshield. Don't have the insurance to pay for it to be replaced. It could not be repaired because of the crack. If it was just a chip, they could fix it. Got to replace the whole windshield. Somewhere in my process years and years ago, I canceled that type of insurance. Well, after this, I restarted that type of insurance. Because, wow. I would say I probably saved enough money not having that insurance over the last 10 years to pay for this repair, but I don't want to do that again. It's like, I can be, but what was interesting in that process when I realized that I didn't have the insurance to cover, I went, oh God, it's going to be 3,000 or 4,000, and I thought, well, yeah, I'll get it done here in Germany. It'll cost a bit less, and but anyway, I had it in my mind it was going to be 3,000 or 4,000, and well, they say, I'll know this afternoon when I pick it up, but they say it's 1,400. Wow. So thinking it's 3,000 or 4,000, having it come out significantly less than that, it's like, oh, okay, nice. And all this happened in my mind, this gift, this loss, and I still have to pay 1,500 euros, but yeah. I know it's significantly less in Switzerland, but anyway, so that's that side. So I want to drive home on Sunday. Now, I don't want to drive home, but I'm going to drive home on Sunday, and I don't want to drive with this broken window, and I want to get it fixed here, so we made an appointment, and so it was organized where I drive the car there, put my bike in the car, and ride my bike home. And that sounds really simple, but I've not ridden my bike since before my knee surgery. But it's like I'll just do that, Yeah, I'll just do that. So anyway, it started a little bit last night when I put my bike in the car, and it's like, having this knee situation the way that I do, I can't even put the bike in the car the way I did before the surgery. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's like me and this. It's almost like a child I have to take care of. It really has an effect on my life and my lifestyle. And, well, I'm sorry for you parents of small children, because this is not as difficult as yours situation. But anyway, so then yesterday the weather started predicting heavy rains. And I thought, oh, that'll be cool, So I don't want to do this in the rain, so I did some research, and it's like, oh, I can walk 7 minutes, catch a bus, ride 15, 20 minutes, walk another 9, and be home. So it's like, okay, I don't have to ride my bike if I don't have to. And then this morning I thought, yeah, we could have taken the car by there yesterday evening. Katya and I together. I could have left the key there. Then I would never have had to do this bicycle thing. It's like, okay, well, I didn't think of it. So it's like, okay. So it's either bike or bus. Okay. So then I get to the garage, and there's this, they have this, some people, yeah, a lot of people here in Germany don't speak English. In Switzerland, almost everybody does, but at least most, and in my circle. But so this guy comes out of the back, he speaks English. He and I had such a great talk. And it ended up evolving into a talk about the power that I experience of my words and the effect that they have on my life. He said, I can't remember my vocabulary. And I said, oh, I would invite you to not say I can't remember, because I know that for me, that blocks me when I say I can't remember, or I lost, or whatever. It goes into a special place based on my definition of lost, or my definition of can't remember. So I don't find the words right now, or I don't know where my keys are right now, but I don't lose things. I can just not know where they are, because lose means lose, lost. That doesn't mean I never see them again, but I have to experience loss and not missing. I have to experience I can't remember, rather than, I see that I don't have the words available right now that I used to. And it ended up, as he and I talked, I told him, I said, if we keep talking, you're going to start remembering. And so by the time we got done talking, he was really smiling. He said, yeah, he said, I really feel different now about my English than I did 10 minutes ago when we started talking. So it's like, yeah, I would not have gone to this place if I didn't break my windshield. I wouldn't have had this talk with this man if I didn't have a chip in my windshield and need to get it replaced. And I got to ride my bicycle home. Oh, God. I'm sure, okay, first of all, it wasn't raining, so that made it difficult for me to not choose to ride. So anyway, the weather even said, come on, we're going to ride this bike today. So anyway, it wasn't a long distance, and it was predominantly flat. It was perfect. I was beginning to feel a bit of pain by the time I got home, but I saw something that I needed to see. I needed to see me on the bike again. I needed to see me on the street again, and I know that opens doors for me. And so, everything is here for me, everything. Would I have chosen to spend 1,500 euros for this trade-off? I hope so. I hope I would have chosen that, but I think that my money issues probably would not have supported that choice in here. Paul, pay $1,500 and you get to have a good talk and have your first in real life bike ride. So anyway, I'm going to go put some ice on my knee. I don't know that I do anything more today. Katya and I are in the process of getting me ready to leave on Sunday, and then packing the camper up for an overnight on Friday if the weather supports that. And yeah, nice talking with you. I'll check in later, huh? Pow. So there is my knee wrapped in a blue ice knee bag. It's really cool. It's really nice. And so I'll wear it for about 20, 25 minutes. And then I wrap it back up into a smaller configuration and stick it back in the freezer. And I'll do that 2 or 3 times a day. And I thought I would just kind of close this video off for today. Yeah, I think after Katya and I have our lunch, I'm going to take a nap, and I have a lot of other things to do. Maybe I make another one later, post it as a separate video clip. But anyway, it was interesting. I just went to the window, looked outside, and the neighbor was driving away. And I remembered that this morning I had this idea, I could go ask the neighbor if they'll follow me over and give me a ride back. And I didn't do that either. And I know they would have been happy to do that for me if they could. And I chose not to do that either. So it's interesting how, I know this, that I am in the process always of creating the experience that I need to create. And it comes from my place of openness and willingness. And I think often, as I have spoken to people over the years and observed myself now and in the past, is that often I'm putting my creativity into preventing or to create a certain outcome. And so I have an identified problem and I work toward an identified solution. I have an identified woundedness and I want to create an identified healingness. And what this healingness means, I have to smile when I see, and I did this myself. I was doing work with others when I was in my 40s, but I also had a different philosophy often than people use today. And I was a sharer. I wasn't a healer. I wasn't a, people may have seen me that way, but I knew I wasn't, and I made sure that at least I said I wasn't. So I believe that I really supported people finding their own way, and I didn't know a way for them. And I really I have to smile when I see people in their 40s and 50s and even 60s that act as if they know something. And I was just into my 60s when I realized I can't know anything. I really can't. And how I without intent, I believed that I knew things. And I went to affect other people. I had an intent to affect other people. It's like how outrageous that was of me to have an intention to affect other people. And, now people will say I have an effect on them, but that's never my intention. And I don't present myself as someone, it's like a couple will come to me and I have to say, I cannot know that if you do this work that you guys are going to stay together. Because the only thing I can support is you working on you and you working on you and then finding a practical way to do relationship. But I can't, it's like it's not, I don't believe in an outcome when I see all the things that I experience that I would now have possibly trained myself to prevent. To avoid this kind of person or to avoid that kind of situation or to come in with this mindset and to see things in this way. And it's like, whoa, everything this thing tells me is a story and it's not the truth. And everything that comes out of the mouths of me or anyone is only a fucking story. People talk about we and us and an our, and it's like, who the fuck are you to talk about anybody but yourself? Anyway, I don't want to go off. I didn't mean to go there. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of close off that thing this morning, and I kind of, I got to cut off. Anyway, I close this for now, and I need to put a clock on my ice, and then need to start making lunch for my sweetheart and I. So, hey, have an amazing day, huh?